Hey everybody, welcome back to season 2, episode 1 of Waiting to Excel Parenting Edition. My name is May, and as you know, I started this platform to create a virtual village for parents or any type of caretakers out here who need a virtual village. Like I said, sometimes we can only see what's literally in front of our door. We need different views, different viewpoints and aspects, especially when it comes to raising these kids. Because in today's world, they have so much access to other opinions. So why we can't take it and use it and spin it, use it in a positive light? And you know, everybody say, oh, I was okay, I did this, and I made it through. Are you really okay? You say you made it through and you here for another day and your kids gonna get out the mud like you did. First of all, don't say that. I don't like that terminology. Like, your kids gonna get out the mud. What is mud? Mud is dirt. It's nasty. You want your kids to be in there getting stuff out the mud? Anywho, so back to me creating our virtual village. I just want people to feel free and comfortable with expressing their views on parenting, whether it's traditional or not. And I feel like some people are not okay to say that they're not okay. So they just keep everything within the house, which I do understand. That's why I'm open to, like reading y'all messages anonymously, because I have people who are literally struggling with their kids in silence, and that is not healthy. We see too many stories out here in the news where people are harming their kids, unaliving their kids, or just flat out neglecting them. They keeping them, they alive, but what is the child that you brought into this world benefiting? And speaking of your kids being your heart outside your sleeve, brings me to my next point. My oldest daughter, when I say my heart, I don't even have one no more. It's hers. Like, that is me. Like, when I seen her grow up, watching her grow up, the joy I feel knowing that I kept somebody alive for 16 years, but also this is a person that I saw every single day of her life for 16 years. She's about to be a senior. One more year. So I will have her 17 years. I'm going to see her every single day. Then one day I just don't see her every single day no more. That's weird. I don't like it. Like, how is that? How and why is that a thing? So I know I did it. I know I had to leave my mama's house. I don't know what the feelings was because I was the kid. So I didn't think about my mama's feelings. I'm thinking about, I can't wait to leave. I'm grown. I can do what I want to do, which of course I know that's what my kid is feeling. But now that I'm on the opposite end of the stick, it's like, okay, I need help. I need somebody to talk to and to hold my hand when I got to let this girl hand go. Because, like I said, my heart been beat. That's like saying my heart been beating for 17 years every single day. Then all of a sudden, it's going to beat when it wants to. That's weird. So I need to talk to some parents that done let their kid go. Tell me how y'all coped. If it was with some drugs, I don't want to hear it. But any other way, tell me how y'all coped and what y'all did. So to pivot, to spin, to get my mind off of the sadness, because I almost just cried just now, I am now on the journey of self-discovery. Even though I do have other children, I understand, but her leaving is just making me remember that she made me a parent. This is the first person who made me a parent. And ever since then, that's all I've been. I've been in parent mode. But who was I and what did I like before parenting? Like a lot of times we think parenting is the end. We raise our kids. Then when we raise the kids and we are empty nesters, it's like, okay, now what? Literally, now what? I don't want to be saying now what. I want to be saying, all right, the last one is gone. I'm ready to zone in and lock in on X, Y, Z, A, B, D. I want a plan. So what better way to occupy my time and my mind with some positives? And it will be all the positives for me. So I used to feel like thinking about myself, doing for myself while I have kids, while I have my husband, was so selfish. But what can I give if I have nothing? What can I give if I feel purposeless? What can I feel if I feel like the only thing I have on this earth could leave me at any day? Because all my kids gonna leave. My man could even leave. Then what? So the question I often ask myself is, who am I without my husband and my kids? I literally don't know. So my sister bought me a book. It's called Crowned, I believe. And the first question asked me, who am I? Is blank. She bought me that book 2020. It's 2025. So I am on a self-discovery journey to find myself with who I was before I had children, because many of you know, if you have not watched my very first episode, I was a teenage mom. I had my first child when I was 17 years old, and I just got into mommy mode straight after that. But guess who I was before I was a mom? A child, a daughter, somebody who was listening and supposed to be following the instructions of my mother. So I was still not who I wanted to be. I was trying to find myself, and I found a boy, which I should not have been looking for. So I am still lost in the sauce on who I am, what I like as far as what I like, just me, not because I'm so used to being considerate of my household, considerate of my kids, even considerate of my friends. I have to pull back and be a little selfish for a little bit until I just figure out exactly what makes me feel good inside and out, what makes me look good inside and out. I'm so lazy to the point of dressing. So I said before, we are procrastinators as mothers. I'm not speaking for all mothers, I'm speaking for me. I am a procrastinator as a mother because I am so used to getting everything and everybody else ready and thinking I'm having enough time for myself, but then baby need this, daddy need that. So that slows me down. So I've learned to get myself ready in 10-15 minutes. So that also made me a lazy dresser. Leggings and a t-shirt, please. If I did not, and I'm not regretting my kids, but I know for a fact, if I did not have children, I would care more about fashion. I would care more about my hair. I don't care about that stuff because I got to rush and do it anyway. That's kind of like been my mindset, my flow of parenting. Sometimes it's lazy. But me knowing myself and thinking back to myself, that wasn't me. I was spending money at a shop with my very first job at 15, 16 years old to get my hair done. Right now, just give me a ponytail or a scarf at this point and go outside. Well, not go outside, but y'all know what I mean. So I am drawing back, figuring out who I like, what makes me feel good, things I like to do. I'm going to incorporate solo dates and things like that. I was having a conversation with my younger sister the other day, and she mentioned how parenting, and she's young and she don't have kids, and this is no shade to my sister when you see this, but she mentioned how parenting isn't in, or it isn't popping, or whatever the young slang terminology is. Basically, ain't nobody talking about it, and they need to be, because they keep having them. Why y'all keep having them if y'all don't want to talk about them? If y'all want to say what issues y'all having with them? Y'all, and then, matter of fact, hold on, wait a minute. Because my real question is, how can y'all treat something that y'all literally, like there's literally a part of y'all, how can y'all treat it so poorly? Like, that's really, people say, my kid is my heart outside my sleeve. That's literally facts, whether you say it or not, ever heard it or not. So, your heart is walking around you, and you just want to smack it, or you just want to be mean to it, or you just want to knock it down. Why? Because the daddy ain't nothing? Because the grandma ain't nothing? Because the daddy side ain't nothing? Because ain't nobody helping you? Okay, here I am. Here we are. We are here. We are building this community to help you. What do you need? Do you need a break? You need somebody to meet you at the park? So, this is what my platform is for you to tell us as a community what you need. And not just that's why it's virtual, because it's not just in my city, not just on my block, not just people on my phone. Comment where you from, who you are, what you need. Message me who you are, what you from, what you need. Because these kids literally didn't ask to be here. Same how when we was little talking to our mama, we ain't asked to be here. Why you doing this? Why you being mad? Whatever. These kids didn't ask to be here. So you got to figure out, first of all, if you want them or not. And if you feel like you need to drop them off, do that with no shame. But don't keep these kids and treat them any kind of way. And during my journey of self-discovery and finding myself and who I am, what I like to do, what I like, I still have to pour into my children, and I still am pouring into my children. And while doing so, I'm realizing that I'm letting them go. And in order to, again, not feel the hurts of letting them go, I need to turn that pain into proud. So I'm proud that I'm able to let them go. I'm proud that they're still here for me to watch them grow, to watch them thrive, to be as successful as I pray for them to be every day. And also, while doing that, I am finding joy in being a creative, because raising kids and seeing their personality, sometimes you be like, where'd they get that from? They get it from you. They get it from you unknowingly. They get it from your random laughs, your random jokes, your random cries, your random smiles. Like, all that builds character. So in finding myself, I am noticing that a lot of things that my kids do in real time is things that I used to enjoy doing. Come with me on this journey of self-discovery while I send my very first child off to college. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Comment your college must-haves if you have a child that's in college. If you are in college right now, comment what you think that you're gonna need, because I gotta get this girl a dorm room prepared, okay?